Hey, welcome back to another Music Talk, everybody. I am Elijah. As you guys can see down below, we're going to be talking about In Vogue. Um, the reason why we're talking about In Vogue is because I didn't get an opportunity to talk about it when the situation happened. Everybody was talking about it, but I'm kind of like in the last. But I was waiting for season 2 to talk about the whole situation. So I'm pretty sure anybody who is fans of In Vogue, anybody who's fans of Rona Bennett, I'm a fan of Miss Rona Bennett. Miss Rona Bennett, she left the group, or as the controversy goes, she was technically kicked out. Now there were so many things that was happening, and there were, of course, Dawn Robinson kind of like came into the media, and she was like, quote unquote, I guess you could say, she might disagree, but I feel like she was trying to stand up partially for Rona, even though she kind of threw a little bit of shade at Rona, talking about some she didn't bring any hits, and I'm like, Dawn, shh, quiet, go right around in your car. Excuse me. I don't mean to be rude. I'm just saying. Because, like, Rona did bring hits to the group. Okay. It may have not been like like it wasn't like at number one, but at least the last song that she recorded with the group was back in 2018 with for Electric Cafe, and that album did pretty well, believe it or not. Yes, they did really, really well. So, in my personal opinion, I just wanted to. I'm not gonna do too. I don't want to make this video super, super long, but I just kind of want to say my piece on the whole situation. Um, I honestly thought that how everything was handled was a little distasteful, especially on In Vogue's part, especially with Cindy, Terry, and Max. But I don't want to put too much blame on Maxine, but whatever the situation was, I kind of wish they would have handled it really well, because, like I said, like I was following them, like, for like, because I remember when they literally they became a four piece literally like around March of last year, and so basically like kind of around this time, and because we're currently in January right now. Well, actually, when you see this video, it's gonna be February. But anyway, I had to think about. I was like, I'm gonna be releasing this not this week, the following week. It's gonna be February, but it's gonna be around this time. So anyway, and I just thought it was a little distasteful. And then, like, I remember, like, I was following like different fan accounts of In Vogue, and then I found out, because technically I originally found out because there was a poster on somebody else's wall, that like the In Vogue craze, their wall on Instagram, and it was just the three. It was just the three original. It was Maxine, Cindy, and Terry. And I was like, oh well, I was like, and I was a little worried because I was like, what's going on? I was like, there has not been no outbreak. No one's really been talking about this just yet. And then maybe a couple of hours later, or maybe a couple of days later, and then like that particular day when it like came to fruition, it just everything just the ball dropped. Everybody was like the fans, like I felt it. I felt it because I'm a fan. Like I said, I'm a fan of the group. I'm a fan of Rona. I'm a fan of all five of them ladies, and like I truly love their music, and I love their sound and their harmonies, and I just love what they do. And honestly, I was a little like a little upset, because I was just like, how could you just forget to tell someone about an event that's coming up, and it's a big event, and you're gonna be on national television, on streaming services as well, and not tell someone that they're gonna be that you like. I find that so distasteful, especially, like I said, on Cindy and Terry's part, because from what Dawn says, and of course, probably Cindy and Terry probably not, they're probably gonna be like, we don't control nothing, we just control, you know the days that we perform, and then that's that. But again, as a person who is not on the road with them, I don't know what the situation is when it comes to that whole situation, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. Like, everything is very, very private when it comes to anything that depends on personal stuff, which is understandable. I mean, I feel like not every fan needs to know what artists are doing, outside of just performing, because it's like, yeah, it's none of our business. Like, these are regular human beings who perform, every couple of months throughout the years, and then they go home and do their regular stuff as humans. But just real quick, just like I said, going back to the whole scenario, just of them just kind of like basically kind of like kicking her out. I thought it was kind of like, I just thought it was kind of weird, because it's like all of a sudden, like, Maxine comes back, and it's like why can't y'all ever want? It's like, why can't y'all stay a freaking quartet? Y'all were originally a quartet back in the 90s, so it's like, why can't y'all stay a quartet? Y'all stayed a quartet literally for like 6 months, and then that was it. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. But I just wanted to kind of like say my piece on that part, because like I said, I wanted to say my piece, but I was like around like a month ago, and or 2 months ago, I was just going through a lot. Like, as you guys know, like I told you before, like I lost my dog back in September, and that was just a whole relay of things that was just going about. So I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it right now, but I'm gonna do it right now. And yeah. So, but anyway, but I'm gonna this is technically kind of partially music talk, or me just like kind of like saying my piece on the whole En Vogue. Of course, I'm gonna put some insert some En Vogue music videos, of course. So have at it, enjoy. I'm gonna try to find I'm gonna make sure I put some, not try, I'm gonna make sure that I find some performances with Rona. Basically with the last lineup that it was before they became a trio with the original three, it's a trio. And yeah. So that's gonna be cool in itself. So yeah, so I'm gonna make sure I find some performances with Rona, and I'm gonna try to perform. I'm gonna try to see if I can find yeah. But anyway, enjoy whatever side it is. Enjoy. I'll see you guys next week. It's gonna be Black History Month. Well, anyway, because it's currently January right now, but when you guys see this video, it's gonna be in February. So happy Black History Month, guys. I love you guys. Peace and blessings. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
Waste your time. Said you made a vow to be everything I ever needed you to be. And I need you to be my baby. Cause you make me feel like no other girl. I feel like I'm on top of the world. That's why you and me can almost touch eternity. Yeah, cause no one can love me like you. Baby love, I know it's so true. So stay with me and promise that you'll never leave. You got the best of me. You need no world to me. Yeah, yeah. And if you, yeah, meant to me, you'll never ever be on your own. Cause you're with me. Now every time I hear you calling my name, I wonder how do you make me feel this way? Could it be somehow